slide goes over the blood tests that can be done to evaluate renal function. We've read about all of these, BUN being blood, urea, nitrogen. If it is elevated, it typically means some sort of kidney disease, be it renal failure or some disease of the parenchyma. Maybe a stone is blocking everything, so everything's kind of backing up into the blood. The biggest thing with BUN is that the urea should be leaving the body. It's not, it's getting stuck in the bloodstream. Urea is toxic to the body. It's a byproduct of making amino acids, and if there's too much in the body, the system can start to shut down. Creatinine is kind of the same idea. Creatinine should be cleared out of the body through the urine. So when the kidney is not functioning or in failure, creatinine is no longer filtered out. The body doesn't know that it has to get rid of it, or the kidneys don't know that it has to get rid of it. So the creatinine cycles back into the bloodstream. It's again a waste product of muscles working, normal muscles, just day to day, not even necessarily exercising, just the process of being alive creates creatinine. So when the kidneys are failing and the creatinine is not filtered out, we see a higher blood creatinine level. However, creatinine can be tested through the urine. If the kidneys are failing, we will see a very low creatinine level in the urine. And that's because the kidneys are not filtering it out to send it to the bladder to expel it from the body. We talked about GFR in detail about what creatinine means. Again, creatinine circulating in the system means that the kidneys are not filtering appropriately, not expelling waste appropriately. And so we know then that GFR is diminished because of that. LDH, lactic acid, that is going to be released from any organ that is damaged. So it does not always mean that there is some sort of renal disease, but it does mean an organ is being damaged. We might see an increase in white blood cell counts with any sort of infection or inflammation. So that is a good piece of knowledge just to have for any process. So it doesn't necessarily mean kidney. It does mean that there's an infection or inflammation somewhere in the body. Lastly then, hematocrit, again, is a system-wide blood test. It does not pertain specifically to the kidneys, but anytime we have decreased hematocrit, we will also find acute hemorrhage somewhere within the body or internal bleeding, and it might be within the kidneys.